Hey guys, welcome back to another Blender 2.8 video editing tutorial. In this one we're going to look at something that is commonplace on online videos, YouTube videos especially, and that's placing a watermark on your videos. It's very easy to do in Blender as it is in any other editing software, so let's get right into it. Okay, here we are in Blender. I have my video in already and everything is good to go, as you can see. So we want to add a watermark in that runs the full length of the video down in the bottom left hand corner. So to do that, and to make it easier so we don't have to do a lot of resizing, we're going to edit the video, or edit the image, the watermark, or the image that we're going to use as a watermark in an external program. So we're going to go to our favorite image editing software, and that's Paintnet. So in Paintnet, we have our logo in here. This is our channel logo. It's quite large, or not quite large, but it's larger, 800 by 800. And what we're going to do is open a create a new file that are the dimensions of our video. So I know our video is 1920 by 1080, so I'll set that and hit enter. You can do this in any editing program. So now we have our 1920 by 1080 canvas here, and which is the perfect size for our video. So we're going to take this image, and however your editing software works, you're going to copy that and move that, or paste that into this image here. Okay, so that gives us our logo in here. And I want to make it small down here in the corner, so I'm going to bring it down. And actually, I need to redo that. Sorry. I'm going to paste that into a new layer. There we go. Now it got rid of that checkered background. So I'm going to, in Paint.net, you just hold shift and grab one of these corner dots and drag it, and it'll keep the proportions exactly the same. So I think that's pretty good right there for what we want. Now what I want to do is make this a transparent background image. PNG is perfect for that. So I will get rid of this background or uncheck it or remove it, however you do it in your program. And then I'm just going to save it as that PNG image, so it retains that transparent background. So we'll call this watermark, and then we'll just save it right to our desktop. Okay, back over in Blender, we're going to import that image the same way we have in past tutorials by going to add image sequence, and then go to the folder where we saved it, select it, and then hit add image strip. Now that creates a very, very small strip, so we need to make it quite a bit larger. So what we're going to do is click the left arrow on that strip, and we're going to go to the very beginning of the video right here by clicking this, and then hit Shift S, and that will drag it to the very beginning of the video. To go to the end of the video and do the same thing, we're going to select this arrow on the right hand side of that watermark strip, and then hit page up until we get to the end of the video. And then we'll do the same thing again, hit Shift S, and it will drag it to the very end. And then we can click anywhere to get out of that. Now you can see that creates a watermark that lays over our video. Now if you don't want the watermark so dark, what we can do is go into this side panel, click on your image, go into the side panel, and we're going to change the opacity of it. So if we drag, right here's the opacity bar, it's blue. If we click on that and just hold and then drag to the left, you can see in our view report here that it dramatically reduced how much that stands out. And so you can adjust that wherever you want, or almost make it, you can make it disappear actually. But about in the middle creates a nice watermark. And then as you see in the video, it will play through. Welcome back to another Blender 2.8 tutorial with the watermark on it, which is a little bit laggy because I'm trying to record at the same time as I'm running Blender, which it doesn't like so much. So I hope that was helpful. It's a pretty easy thing to do. It's a great way to brand your videos and show your ownership of those videos. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope you'll stick around for the many more videos that are to come. If not, I hope you'll check out some of the past videos we've done and get yourself started on learning Blender 2.8 for video editing. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.